lucky. This is the Undercard Season 7, Episode 7. And we got 7 matches. That's a lot of 7s. We just rolled it on the gambling machine, and we came out lucky. We are lucky. We are lucky to be here, be alive, and be able to enjoy wrestling on all platforms, whether it's on cable, through a streaming service, or right here live on Twitch. Don't forget, you can also follow me on Twitter. Twitter, sorry. Underdog Games 1, I believe, is my Twitter account. And I always post when the show is going live, and we're live right now. We're going to jump into the matches for today, and it should be a good one. It should be a good one. First up, we've got the number 1 contender for the Women's Championship. It's Chun versus Maki Itoh in an Asian exchange of China versus Japan. That should be a great match, and I would say, dare I say it, a possible dream match for many. Then we've got 0-2 Bully Ray versus 0-2 Chucky. Both looking for their first victory of the season, and we're getting to the halfway point, so if you're a performer here and you want a title shot, you're going to have to get a win, otherwise you're kind of out of the running. Then we've got CM Punk versus Rhino. Then we've got number 1 contender for the Tag Team Championship as Saraya and Storm take on Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Then we've got Beast versus Bugs Bunny in a cartoon morning showdown. It's X-Men versus Looney Tunes, and you can only see it right here on the undercard. Then we've got Beth Phoenix versus Piper Niven in a powerhouse struggle. Piper Niven put on possibly one of the best showings I've ever seen, one of the best matches of all time here in the undercard recently, and hopefully she can do that again, this time going up against the 0-2 Beth Phoenix, who is looking for revenge and her first win of the season. And then, of course, in our main event, it is the number 1 contender for the Undercard Championship, Neo versus Shaggy in a multi-versus rematch. We have seen this match before, but it's never had so much on the line, and that, of course, is our main event as we close out the show. So stay tuned and get ready to be resurrected, because he is risen, and it's going to be the number 1 contender for the Women's Championship, Chun versus Maki Itoh. Let's kick it off. Ring the damn bell, referee Adam Anderson. Feeling lucky tonight. I hope one of these ladies is. There's a kick and a slap and almost a headbutt, but she might have missed that one as Maki Itoh is striking against the Street Fighter Chun-Li here, and there's just a powerful forearm straight to the chest. That'll rattle your bones and reset your controller. Dragging her away from the ropes. Got to be careful of that positioning inside of the canvas here. Ooh, jawbreaker. Of course, rope break is the only thing keeping this even when it comes down to these big matchups here in the undercard. Everything else is completely legal and up to the referee's discretion. We encourage violence and we encourage a fight here as Chun-Li from Street Fighter looking to get some of those kicks and elbows landed, and there's one stomping to the face off the ropes. Here comes Maki Itoh, though. Whoa, tripped up. And sumo strikes in the corner there, arm drag. Maki Itoh coming off hot. Both of these women competing at a new level here. Strike exchange to start the show, and I love to see it. Chun-Li off the ropes, leg drop. Those big thighs, those thick thighs that make gamers go wild. And now a cat fight! Cat fight! Number 1 contendership on the line here. Winner will face the women's champion Carmella, who will be returning from injury. She's had at least 2 weeks off now, and she should be fully recovered from that injury and ready to compete at the halfway point. There's a DDT by Chun-Li. And gonna work on the leg now. Submission game applied here in the opening matchup of the Undercard Season 7, Episode 7. We are lucky. We are lucky to see matches like this. So much on the line. Not just a contendership, but, also pride. And there's the kicker rush! And the finisher by Chun-Li hits on point. Gonna step on her face, and a 1 and a 2 and a Kalamazoo. That was a 2.9. And another series of kicks by Chun-Li. Those kicks so devastating, they should knock you out. But Maki Itoh has the skull made out of steel and kicks out the idol. Just got knocked down again, though. The karaoke superstar, Maki Itoh. Oh boy, there's another double super kick. Hook of the leg. 1, 2. Not enough yet. And a measured strike right to the face. Look at the time and the precision there. On point. And gonna hang her in the trio. Whoa, upside down. Not much you can do about it there. Went to the legs with that high kick. And Chun-Li just gonna chop you apart and break you into pieces with these devastating strikes that she is famous for. 1, 2. They call it the Street Fighter World Tour for a reason, and there's Maki Itoh with a chop all the way from Japan. And there's another kicker rush! Good night, sister. 1, 2. And no! Somehow, some way, Maki Itoh kicked out, and Chun-Li just kicked her again. There's a whole lot of kicking going on here. Somebody didn't get enough chocolates in their Easter basket. Oh boy, missed an uppercut. But there's the finisher! A third finisher by Chun-Li. That has to put Maki Itoh away. 1, 2. All she needed was the 3 count, and she got it. That's going to put her into the prime position against Carmella next week at the halfway point of the season. I can't believe we're almost already halfway through, man. These undercard seasons fly by when you're having fun, I guess. Next up, we go to the bottom of the roster and rankings with Bully Ray versus Chucky, who neither have a win here, and you definitely want a victory. As somebody said, if you want to talk, you're going to have to bring your A game and get wins before the halfway point, because otherwise it's not really realistic to become a champion and win the season, which is, I guess, the 2 goals you would have as a performer here in the undercard. That's what the show is all about. Let's get to the action. Bully Ray likes to beat people up, but how do you beat up an immortal, cursed doll like Chucky? Obviously from a famous horror franchise. Not the first horror character we've had here on the show, but there's a big boot by Bully Ray. But I believe the first one in the main undercard roster as Team Halloween were, of course, obviously, in the tag team division in the previous season, and they went undefeated. So Chucky's got a lot on his shoulders in terms of those horror characters. He has to live up to his name and come out killing. But it just hasn't worked out for him yet here as he's going up against Bully Ray there with a snapmare, dragging the doll across the ring. And you got to remember that Chucky is a child's plaything, and Bully Ray is just going to toss him around regardless. Ain't no rest for the wicked, and I would say both of these performers definitely evil, ducking under Chucky. There's Bully Ray with a hammer fist straight to the extra large head. And a big press slam there, center of the ring. Here comes Bully Ray with that elbow cover one. I like that he transitioned it into a pinfall. That's just the intelligence of a wrestling veteran like Bully Ray, who is arguably, there's a Bubba Cutter, arguably one of the greatest performers. 1, 2, not even a 2 there. Going to the leg. Trying to fight out of the corner. Exchanging hands here. Exchanging some words. Chucky's got to enact some of those mind games and come up with a strategy here quickly. Gets away with murder. Can he get away with the win here in this matchup? Headbutt. Knocks down Bully Ray. But returns the favor with a big elbow. And another striking press slam. And a Buffalo Sleeper. I might have touched the ropes there, just barely. Referee called the breakup. Another hammer fist, and they're swinging for the fences, boys. We're looking for a home run, and we're looking for our first victory of Season 7. There's a press cover. 1, 2. Off the ropes. Awkward collision. Gonna slam the head into the canvas. But Bully Ray is gonna fight forever. He's gonna fight until Devon calls him back home. Knock it down. Here comes Chucky! Diving headbutt in the corner. Not sure if he caught it all on flush.
Oh, no.
And what the hell is that? A fork? He's bringing out the utensils. And I believe Bully Ray is busted open, but that, I tell you right now, that won't slow down the hardcore. 51-50. 1, 2. Bully Ray is familiar with these hardcore matchups, the violence. He's used to going through tables and putting people through tables, so I don't think a little bit of blood, nice choke slam, is going to slow him down. Chucky got up wobbly, and there's a fork again, trying to pierce a hole into Bully Ray's temple. Oh my God. Oh my God. Knocks him down. Drags him around. There's a big fist to the face. Oh, boom. And a huge elbow. Beating him up and taking his lunch money, but there's a counter by the living doll Chucky, and a series of chops straight to the neck, trying to decapitate Bully Ray. Oh, hard times, daddy! The Dusty Rhodes legacy alive here, even in the undercard. Chops. Chopping him down. Chopping him up off the ropes. Here comes Chucky. Oh my God, he put all of his body weight behind that headbutt. And again with the chops, trying to do anything he can for his first victory here. But Bully Ray's back to his feet. And things are getting serious. Don't touch that dial. Clothesline. Spinning fist. Picks him back up and knocks him back down. Cover. Referee in position. 2, 3. And it's over. Chucky gets the win there. Whoop. He may be short, but he didn't fall short in that matchup. And next up, we've got the controversial CM Punk, who talks a lot of smack backstage, but he's going to have to put everything on the line here up against Rhino, who is determined to get a big victory here off of what I think was one of the best title matches we've ever had. Rhino was a heartbeat away from becoming Undercard Champion, so he wants to climb back up that ladder, and we'll see if he can do it here in this matchup against CM Punk. Fight. Tattoos don't make you a badass, but hardcore wrestling does. And these guys, I don't believe they've ever met each other inside of a ring before, but they've both been around for a long time through the indie scene, and obviously both competed in ECW at different times, missing the high kick. There's a chop to the chest by Rhino, who's going to be coming for blood in this one, swinging. Neckbreaker, calling for the GTS already in the first minute of the match, but he never delivers on the goods. I think CM Punk is pulling our leg. I think he just likes to mess with people. There's a Pepsi twist clothesline. I really think CM Punk knows exactly what he's doing when he talks all that shit. Spinebuster! There's a signature move by Rhino already. And we got down to business early on this one. Whipping him into the corner. Here comes CM Punk with the signature knee and bulldog combo. Off the ropes. Oh, just kicking at him. Rhino will scrap and piece away at you. He will do anything he can. I'm telling you, he's almost desperate at this point. He saw the championship in his rear view mirror and just couldn't grab it. And I don't think there's anything more dangerous than a hungry competitor like the man beast Rhino right now for CM Punk. There's a Pepsi twist in the center off the ropes. Oh, and he just kicks him. He's just gonna kick on him. Backbreaker there by Rhino. Boston Crab gonna slow things down. You don't want this one slipping away. You don't want to give your opponent the momentum. Oh, sidesteps the gore. That could have been the end right there for CM Punk, but he saw it coming and he stepped out of the way. Yeah. You see a Rhino charging Spinebuster! Big signature by Rhino. And an elbow straight to the face of the shit talker. The Cult of Personality is locked into a submission. I don't think he can reach the ropes, but he didn't tap out either way. And the Anaconda Vice by CM Punk. We've seen it before, but he hasn't pulled off a win with it yet. Rhino barely escaped out of that, maybe just covered in sweat. And again, drops him down. But the feet are on the ropes for Rhino. And CM Punk has to let go of that submission. There's a big uppercut. Returning the favor with a knuckle. It's a knuckle sandwich, and again, CM Punk trying to put this one away with the Anaconda Vice. It's not over. It's not over till the fat lady sings powerbomb. On the shoulders. TKO. We've seen plenty of those this season already, especially with that great Piper Niven versus ODB matchup recently. Calling for the go to sleep, but will he actually deliver on it? He keeps taunting for it. But Rhino's going to reverse fall-away slam. And now it's up to Rhino to deliver maybe just one more big move. And CM Punk turning things around. Anaconda Vice coming, and it's locked in. Bending the arm backwards behind the head as he's pulling Rhino. And a TKO by the Man Beast. And the best in the world with a roll-up. One. He calls himself the best in the world, but I think that can only really go to our champion right now, the Boogeyman. Up on top, big move coming. Wait a minute, elbow. Rhino's gonna wait. And he decided not to dive on Punk. GTS! Go to sleep! He hit it. He finally hit it. Enough talk. He finally delivered, and it's not enough as Rhino kicks out of the finish. Oh boy. Putting him in his place with that pile driver. Almost lost his shorts. 1, 2, and he almost won the match. Rhino trying to chop Punk, but he gets caught again! Go to sleep! He just hit that Man Beast with a tranquilizer, and he kicked out at 2! Spine Buster! Wait a minute, no! Here comes the goal! Wait, what the hell? What happened? He got gassed out. That was a Manhattan drop. My apologies on the commentary there. Manhattan drop, and he usually follows it up with a gore, but I think Rhino is either injured or too tired to pull it off. What can he do if that weapon of his has been dismantled? What do you do if you can't deliver the gore? How else can Rhino win this match? He's got to stick with the spine buster. He's got nothing else. There's a high kick by Rhino. I mean, a high kick to Rhino and a clothesline delivered by Rhino, and there's a lot going on. There's a neck breaker by CM Punk, who's at his feet. But I think both of these guys are exhausted in this big matchup here. Combo by the best in the world. Piled driver drops him down. Rhino with a clothesline. They're both so tired at this point. And I really don't know who's going to get the edge. It might be Punk right now with the Anaconda Vice, but I believe Rhino is in the ropes, and that could be the turning point for this matchup. Off the ropes. Stuns him. Can he deliver the gore? Yes! All the way across the ring. He pulled out the move that he had to use. 1, 2, and no! Think of how much that took out of Rhino to deliver the gore. Pile driver! Dropped on his head. All for nothing. Punk. 1, 2, no! I think this would be a bigger win for Punk than it would be for Rhino. Catches him with a submission. Rhino wants to win, but Punk needs to win. Go to sleep! A triple. And he's looking at the fans. He says, now what? But what the hell? Punk got greedy! Powerbomb! His ego took over, and that's obviously his biggest problem. And we all know that with this guy. CM Punk likes to talk a lot of shit. He's so full of himself. And that's going to be the determining factor if he can't just focus on ending the match. He had it won. And he taunted. Trying to get in the minds of the fans when he should be getting in the mind of Rhino, his opponent right now. Rhino just trying to do anything he can to put this one away. Gut strike there. CM Punk taunting again behind Rhino and gets caught by an elbow. So you can't be doing that. Anaconda Vice. Make sure the feet are away from the ropes. Bad positioning for Punk again. That is the story of the matchup for Punk right now. Hook of the leg. Awkward turnover. No. That was a good decision by Rhino to go for that stolen signature. Belly to belly. And that's insult and injury right there on display. He stole his own move. Used it against him, and now he's going to drop him right on the head again. Another pile driver. How many times is he going to have to do it? 1, 2. And this match is never going to end. Rhino. Try to injure Punk at this point, maybe. Welcome to Chicago! Bad positioning, ring break. The ropes. The ropes were there. The rope break was there. And Rhino has to be starving TKO for a win. He needs it. Punk is tired.
20 minutes gone.
Rhino is exhausted. 20 minutes into the matchup. Anaconda Vice again in the ropes. All he has to do is lock that in away from the ropes, and I think this one will be sent home and be done with. And another pile driver by CM Punk. Get the body in the correct place. There you go. No excuses. Just has to kick out, and he does. Again, spamming the pile driver, and it's not working. It's not working. Rhino is too tough. There's the belly to belly. All the sweat pouring down the faces of these competitors. Score! 1, 2, and Punk has been sent home with another loss. It may have been a little bit more difficult than Rhino had anticipated, but either way, he got the job done there. That was 100% match evaluation, and who am I to disagree? Who am I to disagree there? Next up, we got another contender match, and you may be asking yourself, Underdog, why are there 3 different contender matches on this episode? Well, it's because at the halfway point, all the titles have to be defended. That's just how the undercard goes. So, we're going to find out who will face the green team at the halfway point. Will it be Saraya and Storm or Mickey and Minnie Mouse? And a reminder that Mickey and Minnie are former champions. So, they definitely want to be in that spotlight again. Saraya and Storm coming off of another big victory for that team, and you got to wonder if that momentum's going to carry them through this matchup, because I think this matchup might be more difficult than the last one. We've seen Mickey and Minnie do things that aren't humanly possible because they're not technically humans. They're mice. They're cartoon mice. And they don't follow the rules of real physics, all right? They got their own Disney magic going on. I don't know. But we've seen Minnie Mouse tap out several superstars. And I did mention that they are former tag team champions here in Season 7. And they want to get back on top. Minnie Mouse is legal. And it's all down to the women now. As Toni Storm got tagged in. And Saraya getting involved when she shouldn't be has been a trend of this team. Saraya and Storm playing, I don't want to say it's dirty tactics, but they definitely don't respect the tag in and tag out rule. We saw it last time where Saraya actually tapped out and injured Napoleon Dynamite, one half of the comedy duo, recently, and Napoleon Dynamite's out for a couple of weeks because of that injury, and Saraya wasn't even the legal person in the match. She was supposed to be at her corner, and she wasn't. So that was a controversial win, but a tag made by Mickey and Minnie. Toni Storm now going up against the double team Magic Killer. She ran right into that combo. And if you're watching this matchup, you gotta know that Saraya and Storm are the second all-female team to compete here in the undercard in history. There's a roll-up, but a rope break. And a nice tag there to Saraya, double drop kick. Of course, the first ever all-women team was Team Expose. It was Kelly and Layla were a tag team. And I say, you know what? Anybody can compete in the tag team division as long as you have a partner. And it doesn't even have to be an actual team, as we've seen a feud, or I guess you could say rivals have competed as a team in this season with Dizzy Magic Killer to Saraya, as Jim Duggan and Haku Saw, as I call them, another double team there by Mickey and Minnie in this #1 contender match. And a Mick kick done by Minnie. Don't get confused. There's a 2 count, and Toni Storm breaks it up. That was almost a 3. And there's a submission applied. Yeah, Haku and Jim Duggan are competing, and they've been embarrassed in this tag team division. There's another high kick by Minnie, and a cover, and Toni Storm has to cross all the way to the other side of the ring, but Saraya kicked out at 2, saved herself. Reverse drop DDT, back to the action here. #1 contender. Winner will face the green team. There's a German suplex, and a nice submission. Minnie Mouse with these dangerous submissions to the arm, applying the pressure to the shoulder, just trying to disassemble Saraya. And what the hell is Mickey Mouse hanging upside down and gets dropped by a suplex there by Toni Storm. Back to the corner you go. Tag made. Toni Storm in action here. And a tag to Mickey Mouse. Mousey. Something about mice. Botch! Uh-oh. Center of the ring. Eye of the Storm by Toni Storm. We saw that a lot, and you know, I gotta say, I don't think that's a damaging move. That's just supposed to make your opponent groggy and confused. I'm not sure how effective that is, but you gotta think the inner ear of Mickey Mouse is just a little bit larger, right? He's got those big ears, those iconic ears.
10 minutes gone.
Nice fist drop there by Mickey Mouse, and a takedown off the ropes.
Yes!
Swanton! All the way from the Magic Kingdom. There's a double kick and a tag to his partner, Minnie Mouse, grabbing and dropping Saraya on the back of her head. She's got a history of injuries, and that's going to come into play. There's so many stories to tell. But only one match to win here. Tag again. And Saraya doesn't follow the rules. Double team by Saraya and Storm. And look at this binding clutch. The PTO locked in. And the damage was done. But Mickey Mouse, smart, reached over and tagged himself in there. Now Saraya has to deal with the Disney icon, the mascot. Gets kicked in the big ass. Here comes Saraya to save her partner. Not sure if that was even necessary. Saraya just likes being in there all the time.
Are you ready?
Are you ready? Mickey's Playhouse. There's his finish. It's a rolling clutch pin all the way around the world. It's a small world after all. And he got the 3. Mickey and Minnie Mouse will be going to the halfway point, looking for another title shot. Wow. Wild. Next up, we've got more cartoons. You thought Mickey and Minnie were the only ones? Well, you thought wrong. It's Beast from the X-Men versus Bugs Bunny. One-on-one action right here live on Twitch. And I'm just giving away this one for free. There's a scoop slam by Bugs Bunny. It's so cool to have these characters that I might have loved as a child competing here in the undercard. It is quite the sight to see. And Season 7 has more animated / cartoon characters than any season before in the undercard. It's something I wanted to throw in there as well and just show that literally any character from any universe can compete here in the undercard. You don't have to be a wrestler. You can be a movie character like Neo. You can be a cartoon character like Bugs Bunny or Shaggy. And Neo and Shaggy will be in the main event today. So stay tuned for that one. Nice dropkick by Beast. The animalistic mutant abilities of Beast with a claw strike to the chest, just trying to tear the fur off of Bugs Bunny. And he might be a bad bunny. Oh boy. Gonna get himself into trouble. Dancing. Can't be doing that. We talked about this taunting in the middle of a match. Bugs Bunny is a wacky, goofy guy. Whoop. Reversal. Picks him up by the big ears. We'll see how the Easter weekend momentum will carry over for Bugs Bunny. I know he's not the Easter Bunny, but there's got to be some correlation there. I don't think Bugs Bunny lays eggs either. And here comes the diving knee by Beast. That's a big move. And it's got to be super effective. Another fish drop there. And there's a big fist by Bugs Bunny. He's got those extra large paws, those big bunny feet, and he uses them as weapons. Oh, eye poke.
Yeah. Ain't I a stinker?
An axe kick there by Beast. From behind. Oh, just driving the elbow into the spine. Going up top. This is a dangerous position for Beast to be in. Remember that he does have a diving finisher, so every time we see him up there, I think he's going to pull it off.
5 minutes gone.
Looking for that fur ball, as he calls it, and there's the Texas suplex by Bugs Bunny. Slow to recover and just dancing. He's happy, okay? Let him be happy. Ooh, look at this crossface. Locked in. Trying to make Beast tap out. Elbow to the back, knocks him down. Oof. But got punished for it. Maybe got ahead of himself there. Beast now over, getting dropped down. Bugs Bunny with a nice neck breaker. Woo, blocks the punch. Press slam. He's just gonna kick him while he's down. Ready, go! A big move there by Bugs Bunny, but Beast.
Ready, go! Ready, go! 1, 2.
10 minutes gone.
One, two. We might have had a little audio hiccup. Left turn at Albuquerque. The match goes on. Whatever. 1, 2. Who's going to be lucky here? Yeah, I don't know if we dropped audio, but the match continues. This has been crazy back and forth action. And there's another ready go. Rope break for Beast. There's some luck. Luck of the Irish here on the Monday after Easter. And Bugs Bunny says, no way. Drop kick with the extra large feet. Returns the favor with the rolling chop. Slap to the face. The disrespect. He's too goofy.
Viva Mexico!
Viva Mexico! And he's dancing again. Beast can't be happy with that. But you can't get too frustrated. You got to go for the finisher. Fireball! He hit it! He hit the finish. But he's slow to recover. Bugs Bunny back to his feet. Oh no! 1, 2. Damn it! Again, just spamming this modified attitude adjustment until it works. And it did that time. It did that time. Well, the show goes on regardless of what happens. Jesus has been resurrected. Next up, we've got Beth Phoenix versus Piper Niven in a powerhouse showdown. Two of the strongest women in the women's division. But we also have the likes of ODB and UnderdogPlays. The women's division this season is absolutely stacked, and you love to see it. Here we go. Beth Phoenix on the left, Piper Niven on the right. Beth Phoenix came into this season as a contender. We saw a great match in the first episode with her, but she was unsuccessful, and she is still 0-2 right now, and just Piper Niven slipping out of the ring. Not sure if that was a botch or what just happened to Piper. She fell outside. Got to return and get back in her game. This is a match you cannot make a mistake in. Beth Phoenix, like I mentioned, looking for her first victory, and Piper Niven coming off of a huge match with ODB that stole the show. And this match has the potential, and just, Beth Phoenix is the glamazon. She is super strong, but Piper Niven using that weight to her advantage, maybe just to shift over and crash down on Beth Phoenix there. Punch to the face and a hammer to the back. Got to check on each submission, no matter how serious it is. You never know when somebody's going to tap out. Missing that uppercut, but catching her in the center. There's a big elbow to the back. Beth Phoenix on the shoulders, drops her down there. Attitude adjustment by her now, and a natural selection to follow it up. But Piper Niven back to her feet, quickly recovers, but walked right into that sidewalk slam by the glamazon. Beth Phoenix, a Hall of Famer, and a fisherman suplex. 1, 2. A perfect plex to Piper Niven. Back and forth action all the time here on the undercard. We've had worse technical difficulties though. The show goes on. In the ropes, colliding, two massive forces running into each other. That's a head-on collision. Get out the way. Sidewalk slam again. Stolen finisher! Viper driver by Beth Phoenix. Oh my gosh, 5 minutes into the match and she stole her finish. Unbelievable. Piper has to be frustrated, has to be upset with that. You know, it's one thing to use any wrestling move, but to use somebody else's finisher against them, that sends a message. That messes with them on so many different mental levels. I think that was the best thing Beth could do. And look at the strength of Piper Niven just picking her off the ground and bombing her. Good God, what a power bomb. Into the ropes though. Beth Phoenix has a chance to turn this one around. Uppercut. Catching her flush in the neck. Right under the chin. Trying to take her damn head off. Woo! Beth Phoenix caught her by the head, though. Brings her to the center. This is her playground. That experience is going to assist Beth Phoenix in this wrist hold. That's a submission, bending your arm backwards. Jawbreaker. Here comes Piper. That's a big cross body. 1, 2. And you got to be super strong to kick out of that.
Yeah.
Again, look at this monster bomb by Piper. Pay the Piper because the time is up for Beth Phoenix. No, only a 2 off of that big move. And there's a Viper driver. There's her finisher. She delivered it herself that time. That special delivery. An Amazon package. 1, 2. Woo. Oh boy. Think of the strength behind every move here. Swinging backbreaker there by Piper. Always coming up with innovative offense. Drops her right on her head. But Beth Phoenix from behind. Backbreaker. The Glamazon looking to reclaim a position here in the women's division. Codebreaker. Can't be falling short before the half point. Oh boy. Perfect plex. 1, 2. And Piper rolled out of that one. And got kicked for it. Finisher! The Viper driver by Piper Niven. And there's the big splash to follow it up. Referee in position. Is Beth Phoenix done? Not today. Not right now, at least. We got fans rooting for Piper. But you gotta think about who she's up against. This is a different level of competition. Code breaker by the Hall of Famer. 1, 2. And no, not enough yet. We've seen how tough Piper is. She kicked out of like 100 TKOs last time against ODB. And this is another big powerhouse with a discus. A discus lariat almost took her damn head off. Locked in and dropped down. Viper driver. The modified snow plow. It's springtime, but the plows are out. Again! Oh my God. But she might be too tired to pin her. I don't know if that was the inexperience or if she's actually that exhausted. She looks hurt. She looks tired. She's using too much of her strength to pull this off. And that is how you sink. Oh no! Glam slam! Center of the ring! It's gotta be over! No! She kicked out! How the hell did she just kick out of that finisher? That was the first time we've seen the Glam Slam here in Season 7. It didn't get the 3. Water wheel in the corner. All the way from Scotland. Trying to put her name on the map for the women's division. Piper Niven has nothing but a future ahead of her. And she just ran into the wrong opponent this week, I think. Oh my gosh, again with the wrist lock. Caught by an elbow. Viper driver! How many has it been? 3, 4, 5. It doesn't matter. We're looking for a 3 count. But no, Beth Phoenix. How much more do these women have left in them? And we still have our main event to go. Powerbomb. 1, 2. Yes! She did it. That's a huge win for Piper. She might have just put herself in a contender position. But don't forget that next week it's going to be Chun-Li versus Carmella. She might be facing the winner of that. There's only one more match to go, and it's our main event here in the Undercard Season 7, Episode 7. We are lucky And I gotta tell you, we are lucky to see this match. Not only is it a multiversus rematch, but it is for the #1 contender. The winner will face Boogeyman next week at the halfway point. It's Neo from The Matrix versus Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Oh, it's the Kung Fu Master versus Super Saiyan Shaggy. And last time we saw Shaggy in this ring, he was absolutely dominant against Kurt fricking Angle. So you might see this as a joke matchup. There's the Matrix dodge. There ain't no jokes here. These are the top-ranked competitors going for a title shot. This is what the undercard's all about. It's about these crazy matchups, and we did see this matchup before. Neo obviously was victorious, but that doesn't mean the story will be the same this time. I think Shaggy is fueled up on Scooby Snacks right now. Stunned him. Here comes Keanu. Oh, sidestepped it. Caught by an elbow, though. Picking up Shaggy by his greasy hair. Got cheeseburgers in his pocket, and he's ready to fight. Drop kick to the back of the head. Main event underway. Winner will face the champion next week. There's a clothesline. And Neo might have downloaded some episodes of Scooby-Doo to understand this matchup better. I don't know. There's a Manhattan drop. That puts your opponent in a groggy stand, and you can deliver the next move. There was the wheel kick by Shaggy. Headlock takeover by Neo. Whoa, there's the pistols. Hell yeah. He brought the guns out, boys. It's the gun show. Is that legal? Everything's legal here in the undercard. I don't know if Shaggy is bulletproof, but he just got a cap popped in his ass. How much money am I going to owe WB for this matchup? That's the real question. Good God. Low blow. We saw a couple of those by Shaggy recently. Caught him by an elbow, though. Neo, a former champion. He won the title and then immediately lost the title. You don't have to be champion forever. You just have to be champion once to get your name on that list of champions. And then obviously the end goal is to be champion in the finale and then go on to the next season. But right now you gotta focus on this Dude Buster. Signature move. 1, 2... And that does double damage. But Neo kicked that at 2. And here comes the burning tornado suplex.
Come on.
Ah! He got blazed. Like, whoa, man. Clutched him up. 1, 2. Neo kicks out. Dodged. If you can dodge a bullet, you can dodge that clothesline, and he did there. Whoa, again with the guns. I love that move. We need more characters that use guns in the undercard. That's what we need. Forget wrestling. Just shoot each other. 1, 2. Dude Buster unsuccessful. But a karate chop lands for Neo, and there's a body combo. Ending it with a bushkin. That's a palm strike straight to the nose and a kick straight to the face. And Shaggy is down for only a second, but he's back to his feet and picks up Neo and drops him down with the Dude Buster again. Rope break. Download this. Up top, looking for that high 5, but Neo was back to his feet. Shaggy's finisher is that top rope frog splash. But he can't get it if Neo's standing. Jackknife. Nothing. Nothing there. Oh boy, burning hammer! What is he burning? A hammer, apparently. Was going for a backdrop, but got countered. Neo with an elbow. Oh, huge body uppercut. Wait a minute. Down the rabbit hole! Happy Easter! This one's gotta be over. 1, 2, no! Shaggy just kicked out of Neo's finisher. And Neo is bowing out of respect for this matchup. This is our main event. And it continues until we have a winner. Super Kung Fu Punch! He just punched Shaggy outside of the arena. Who needs multiverses when you have this fucking match? Oh, he sidestepped that spin kick, but he got hit by the chop. And we're brawling on the outside! Right in front of the audience. Are these people even real? Or are they just part of the Matrix? Blazing Tornado on the outside. Shaggy and Neo are putting on a show right now. Ooh, ducked under and kicked him right in the ass. There's a combo. Download this. Back into the ring. Shaggy's gonna bring in that chair as an equalizer, and he poked him right in the ribs. Watch out, Neo! Oh, to the back of the head! If you can dodge a bullet, you should be able to dodge a chair, but he didn't. He didn't dodge it, he got hit right in the back of the head, and now Shaggy is gonna slam down Neo, and he's looking to become #1 contender! Oh my God! No way! Shaggy! Like Zoink Scoob! I'm going to have to go back and do some editing, and we're going to have to go back and get a recap of this episode. If you missed any of it, it will be posted later on YouTube at some point. Anyway, Chun-Li will face Carmella next week at the halfway point. Chucky got his first victory here in Season 7. Rhino defeated CM Punk in a fairly even matchup. Then, Mickey and Minnie Mouse became #1 contenders for that tag team championship. We'll see them try to achieve their dreams next week as well. Bugs Bunny versus Beast was a masterpiece, but a technical disaster piece of shit. Then, Piper Niven got the win over Hall of Famer Beth Phoenix. And of course, in our main event, new #1 contender Shaggy defeated Neo. I think that's Neo's second only defeat here in Season 7, and that means the halfway points main event will be Neo versus Boogeyman for the Undercard Championship, and you'll have to tune in next week to see that one. Rhino's been injured. Well, you know what? We'll take a break and recover him, because that's not really fair. Everybody keeps getting injured this season, and I don't know why, but it's getting old. I'm sick of the injuries. I don't know how to turn them off in Fire Pro. If anybody knows how to do that, let me know. Like, I know I can boost my clinic, but I don't know how to turn injuries off completely, because it's kind of stupid in this format to have injuries. And if people are out for like 4 weeks, then that kind of ruins the show. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next week for the halfway point.